Hello you guys, here B37. Welcome back to your channel, Thursday video. Today I'm gonna talk about my thoughts for the new short standard format. As you may all know, we were thrown with a bomb this Monday with a massive baptism announcement that impacted not only standard but pioneer, historic, and brawl. However, for the purposes of this video, I will only talk about standard. So it is very important to notice that there's a lot of topics to talk about today. However, the cards that were banned this Monday were Wireless Reclamation. Thank God, that card really needed to go, for God's sake. That card was ruining standard in a lot of ways. There was a dominant deck, Temur Reclamation, and Forco Reclamation playing around this card. So this card was keeping a lot of players out of standard. That card really needed to go. The next one is Growth Spiral. That card was played also in that deck, Temur Reclamation, and that deck were generating a lot of advantage with Growth Spiral because it celebrates you with playing another land, so your curve is faster than the other decks. You get to play Once Reclamation faster, you get to play a lot of things faster than your opponent. So this card was really disrupting the game, so I think that was a correct decision to make, banning Growth Spiral. The other one was the Fairy Time Raveler. That was really surprising to me, especially because that card has been in standard for a long time, and it was just like 2 months until that card rotates out from standard. And that card, even though it's really disruptive, and even though it locks down your opponent from playing cards in an instant speed, I think that card was fair enough. It is played not only in standard but also in modern, and there's a lot of ways to deal with the fairy. However, a lot of players were thinking that that card needed to go. It's fine. If it's gone, it's okay. We can still play it in modern. In modern, still alive. And moving to the next one, it was Cauldron Familiar. That card I was not very familiar with because I was not playing standard during the recent 3-4 months. However, I know that there was a lot of John Sacrifice, Rakdos Sacrifice, a lot of sacrifice strategies playing around this card, and it combos out with another card, Witch Oven. I'm really thankful that this card is gone, because moving into the next format, we can play in other decks and other strategies and not playing around the sacrifice strategies. There's also another topic that we need to talk about. This one is that we have like a bridge of 2 months until the next set comes out. So we have 2 months until the next set comes out and until the past set rotates out. So there's a good space to experiment, to test some cards in standard, because sometimes there are some really good cards when the set boosters are released, and those cards never see play because there's another dominant decks. For example, Temur Reclamation and sacrifice strategies. With these strategies out, we can test new cards, we can play new cards that otherwise we wouldn't see any play because there's the dominance of other decks. So that's really good. I think this decision was fine. We can test another cards, we can play in other decks, and we can be prepared for the next format. That's really good. One deck that I really think will do it really good during this time of 2 months trial is Simic Flash. Simic Flash is really good because we still have Uro. Uro is an amazing card. We still have Uro, we still have Nightpack Ambusher, which is amazing. We still have all the Flash creatures. So during this bridge of 2 months until the next set is released, we can still play Simic Flash, which I think will be dominating the standard format. And after Ravnica and the core set rotates out, and Warp Spark, we can still have really good format with Throne of the Ring, and with a core set, and also with Ikoria. So I think it was a good decision. We will see a lot of new cards in play during these weeks, during this month, and I really hope that the next set really attracts players again to Standard, so we can enjoy this really good format. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.